Happy Thanksgiving, happy Black Friday, happy Thanksgiving weekend. Thought it would be fun to do some yo-yo tricks tonight and just see how everybody's doing. So thanks to and welcome to the stream. Today was kind of crazy. We went and did a bunch of Black Friday shopping with my wife and one of her friends who was visiting with us, and we went all over the place, but it was fun. But it's nice to have a little bit of time to actually yo-yo at the end of the day. Let me just get my chat up properly. There we go. Yo, how's it going? Gave up? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good holiday weekend. Anybody get any yo-yos? There's lots of good Black Friday deals going on today and this week. So there are lots of great sales for it if you are in the market for new yo-yos. How have I been? I've been doing good. Been busy today, but it's been a good day. How have you been? Have you had a good holiday? Dang. How was Thanksgiving? It was good. We ended up having Chinese style hot pot for dinner, which was a lot of fun. And just kind of had a chill day at home for the most part. And then today we have been all over the place shopping and for stuff that my wife and her friend wanted to get, which has been a lot of fun. But it's nice to be back home. I also ended up getting a couple of yo-yos for with all the Black Friday deals going on. And I'm excited to try them out when they get here. So close. So close. I've been trying to work on that regen. Yo, thanks man, I appreciate it. Yo-yoing is really fun and I enjoy streaming it. But also just doing it in general is a lot of fun. Yo, how's it going, Braylon? Got a request for Godspeed? Sure. Let me get the string tension good. All right. Oops. Close. It was close. Let's try that again. I mean, that's kind of the idea of Godspeed anyway. Something along those lines, you know? Yo, thanks, Braylon. I appreciate it. How's it going? Let's see. Blixt Clips. Nice. Welcome, welcome. I got a DNA for you. Can I do the blue waffle? I do not know that yo-yo trick. But if you have a tutorial for it, or if you know who I can ask to learn it, happy to give it a go. Cyber Friday, because they mostly order online on Black Friday. I mean, that's fair. It kind of is a little bit. But we actually went in person to a bunch of spots today. We tried out Best Buy and the Outlet Mall and Walmart and stuff like that to see what kinds of deals they had. Didn't really end up actually buying that much stuff while we were out, but it was still fun. Look it up. Yeah, I'll have to look up. You said it was blue waffle. I can look up that yo-yo trick after stream. How's it going, Daxton? Welcome. Can I do the Eiffel Tower? Yes. Let's try it again. There's a really hard version of Eiffel Tower. It's a pretty fun one. Yep, there's an Eiffel Tower. There's an Eiffel Tower right there. Yo, thanks, Daxton. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the support. W's in the chat for Daxton. And thank you for the trick requests, Blixt Clips. Glad you're enjoying the tricks. Hey, how's it going, Yassine? Welcome, welcome. Hope y'all are having a good holiday weekend. It's been pretty eventful, but fun. Did hot pot, Chinese style hot pot for the first time for Thanksgiving, or well, not the first time, but like the first time as a Thanksgiving dinner. And I can say with utmost confidence that it was far easier than doing a regular Thanksgiving dinner, and it was still fun. A little bit out of my norm, but it was fun to try. Is that light green? For the string? The string is actually like technically yellow, but it like, depending on the lighting it's in, it can look kind of green. So yeah, it's like a bright yellow, kind of lime greenish look, depending on the lighting. Can I do the Big Dipper? I do not know the Big Dipper yo-yo trick either. How's it going, Kyle? I did decide to get the Boundless, so Kyle spilled the beans. I ended up getting a pair of wild Boundless off-string yo-yos. So I can give them a try for solo hum, and I tried them at Nationals and they were really good, but I didn't know solo hum at Nationals very well, and so now that I know a little bit more solo hum, I'm excited to give it a try and see how it goes. Yeah, it does look light green in this lighting for sure, especially with like the blue from the shirt. And the lights that I'm using right now are they're on they're cold lights, which are more blue, and so that blue mixed with the yellow would make it look green for sure. Try the behind the back reel you uploaded. I'm gonna need to practice that one, man. It looks really hard. It looks like a spoon, but it has a cup in the front. I'm not sure if I know what you mean by that. Let's see here. But that behind the back regen stuff looked really cool. Is that the one from Yotrix that Zach Rubino teaches, I think? I can do Rock the Baby. One sec. Yeah, you just made it so that it's more approachable. That's fair. I do that sometimes with tricks. I adjust them to something that is more doable for me at my skill level. If it's a trick that's currently out of reach, but I want to do something similar to it and still grow. I think that's a really good approach, and it also makes it more creative at times. Let's see. Do the easiest thing. I got you. Boom. The sleeper. One time you mistake purple for blue. Dang. To be fair, purple is made from blue and red, but you know, some purples have more blue in them. Yeah, the combo that Zach does is really good. I agree, but it also looks super hard. There's a reason I haven't tried it yet. It looks scary as crap to do those regens behind the back. Oh, it's also low scoring. I didn't realize that. Interesting. Can I do the easiest thing I know how? Yeah, that was the one I was just showing you where I threw a sleeper. Just like this. But another trick that's pretty easy is the elevator. It's a fun trick. The current scoring system just scores low for those. That's interesting. Even though they're behind the back regens, it's kind of crazy. I feel like current scoring scores a lot for behind the back. Magic drop. I swear I should know what magic drop is. Like, I genuinely should know what the magic drop trick is, but I am blanking on what trick that is. Can you describe it a little bit? I'm sure I've learned it. I just don't remember it by its name super well for some reason. That's why if you try to cooperate with some of those harder elements, there'll be bonus points. That's true. Yeah, they do tend to favor some of those harder, riskier tricks. But I've also, when I was talking with Josiah about it, Josiah Pulsifer, he was also mentioning that the judging system still tends to favor like number of elements over difficulty, even though difficulty will still score higher. It's like debatable on like whether some judges will score difficult tricks higher or as high as they really, you know, like from a difficulty standpoint should be scored. So it's just kind of interesting. You'll break down the scoring on the reel I have loaded. That would be great actually if you could do that. Because like I kind of know the scoring for 4A, but I'm still pretty new at it. Like I know the gist of it, but behind the back catches +1, then regens. It's seriously only +1 for a regen when it's behind the back. That's ridiculous. That's actually crazy that that's only +1. Like that feels like robbery in terms of like the difficulty of that trick. Catch after the regen is +2. Interesting. How's it going, Trenton? Can I do the DNA? Yes. Maybe. Maybe. Bro. Work with me. There we go. First try. You just choked on water. Oof. I hate choking on water. I feel like I'm like coughing for the next 15 minutes or something, trying to get the water out of my lungs. Yo, thanks Trenton, appreciate it. The DNA is a fun trick. And using a yo-yo that actually has a finger spin dimple like this one where it has a little spot that you can balance on your finger. Helps a lot. Thanks. Gave up. I appreciate it. Do I have a suicide bind from in 4A or in 1A? Because I know the one in 4A. It's actually a lot simpler than I expected it to be. You wish you could do it too. There are lots of tutorials if you want to learn how. It looks a lot like it looks challenging, especially at first. But you'd be surprised how many people in the first in the first month or two are able to learn the DNA. Like, I've been doing this for almost 16 years, and I only learned the DNA this year because it wasn't popular or hardly was even a trick when I was first getting into yo-yoing. Any division is fine, but mostly from 4A. Yeah, it is. It is a lot easier in 4A though. How's it going, Hunter? I am happy to do another DNA. Maybe. It started and then decided it was not going to cooperate. We'll try that again. There we go. I'm getting better at my DNAs. All these requests for DNAs get me some good practice, which is good. Thank you for the trick requests. I do appreciate it greatly. I need to be on America's Got Talent. I appreciate that, my friend. There have been some really good yo-yo players on America's Got Talent, actually. I'd really recommend looking into them if you haven't already. Especially Shu Takada, and I believe, was Ben Condi on it as well, too? There were a couple of yo-yo players that did it. The DNA is what brought you into yo-yoing, but it's also the reason you hate the DNA. Fair enough. Fair enough. Can I do the breakaway? I got you, fam. The breakaway. Also known as a side throw. And I'll do you one better. The man on the flying trapeze. Also a very fun one. Can I juggle? Ryder, I actually have not learned how to juggle, but I've been really wanting to lately. And so I've been debating getting a set of juggling balls because I think it'd be fun. But I haven't learned how to juggle yet, no. Ian Johnson, that was the other one. Yeah, I forgot Ian was the other one that did AGT. There's actually a yo-yo player above your screen. Is it me? or are you somehow in person with another yo-yo player while watching a yo-yo stream? Because that would be meta right there. Yo, how's it going, Football Edits? Can I do the sleeper? It do be sleeping. You just subscribed. Thank you so much, Ryder. Appreciate the support. W is in the chat for Ryder. Welcome to the squad. Is this your first time on stream? It's been fun getting to know a lot of the newer people, as well as our returning veterans as well to the stream. Kyle is also an OG in the stream if you ever have questions. He's a great person to ask. Ronaldo. Best number one. I'm not sure. If that is a compliment, I appreciate it. Thank you. Can I do the dog? I think you mean, can I walk the dog? In which case, the answer is yes. I got you. And I can also whip him back. Can I do the brain twister? Yes. Brain twister is a fun one. It's a fun trick. It was one of my favorite tricks when I was getting into yo-yoing. Yo-yos are really cool when you can do cool tricks. I agree. Wholeheartedly agree. We got a DNA request. Got you. I got you, Brula. Don't you worry. Thank you for the trick request. Appreciate it. There we go. I can try the C-fan hand movement in 1A. I wonder how that would work. You wanted to get into yo-yoing, but you also want to get into streaming. Well, have I got the idea for you? You could stream yourself getting into yo-yoing. It'd be pretty fun. Or, I mean, like, if you're into gaming or other stuff that you'd like to stream, like, by all means, go and do those. But I found that, like, streaming or even just, like, making videos of something that you're learning, even if you're a beginner at it, can actually be a lot of fun. And you'd be surprised how much, like, people can give good pointers to learn. Of course, there will always be haters, but it can be really helpful, actually. Yo, how's it going, Lewis? Welcome, welcome. Do a smooth thing. I have got you. This is one of my favorite smooth tricks. It's a variation of a trick called seasick. It's a fun one. Yo, thanks, Hunter. I appreciate the support. W's in the chat for a new sub from Hunter. Welcome to the squad. The reason the C-fan is hard is because people aren't sure how to use, like, what their hand movement should be. That's fair. Trent, am I having fun? Absolutely. I always enjoy doing these kinds of streams where I can just chat while yo-yoing. I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know if therapeutic is the right word or cathartic is the right word, but it's just fun and it's kind of relaxing. Flying trapeze and you like and sub? Got you. We'll even go into it around the world to our trapeze, the man on the flying trapeze. You love to see it. Can I do the zipper? Yes. Zipper was also one of my favorite tricks when I was getting into yo-yoing. It's actually so much fun. I actually love this trick. It's so satisfying. This is the zipper in case you've never seen it before. It's so fun. That movement, this is really satisfying. Can I do rock the baby? Yes. You look like someone can't quite put your finger on it. You know, I've had some interesting connections people have made with me. Some of them, a couple of people have mentioned another streamer, and I can't remember what streamer it is, but whenever they mention it, I recognize it because multiple people have mentioned it before. That was our rock the baby. Yo, thanks, Young Braga. Thank you, thank you. You saw Potato doing solo hum, and you can be pretty sure that he doesn't play that much 4A. I mean, the thing is, like, I think he's also newer to 4A too, but I think he's been really focusing more on solo hum than on standard 4A. And he's doing it more as a hobby, but he's doing it really good in my opinion. Like, those reverse rolls are so hard to get for some reason. I keep messing them up. Oh, is it that one streamer, like, he's a streamer you like and put in your top, in the S tier? I mean, if it's just a streamer that you like, and I happen to look like them, then I will take that as a compliment. Yo, thanks, Ryder. I appreciate it, my man. If you get into yo-yos, you'll say it's because of me. I appreciate that. If you are interested in getting into yo-yoing, there are a ton of really good sales going on right now, actually, if you want to get a yo-yo. And if you go to my community posts on YouTube, I have a list of a whole bunch of them in one of my community posts that I made yesterday that show like what stores to look at and what sales they have going on right now. So if you're looking for new yo-yos, it's a great place to check it out. You love my hair? Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I've been growing it out a little bit. I used to have it down like past my shoulders, and then I cut it at the beginning of the year, and I wanted to grow it back out again for most of the year, and so we are starting growing it back out again. Let's see. Can I do an act without the yo-yo that would be fun? Can I do an act without the yo-yo that would be fun? I mean, I could do a kendama trick really quick if you want. Can you even see this? I'm not much of a kendama player. But I can do something. Ah, dang. It was close. I'm not much of a kendama player, but I mess around with it every now and then. And I finally found where my kendama went. Yo, thanks. You don't like Sohan because it's overused? I mean, I understand where you're coming from. It is good for performing, and while I do understand where you're coming from, it is also like objectively really hard. So it does score pretty well for the most part. Oh, I am the streamer that you would put in S tier. Thank you for clarifying that. I appreciate that, Gabo. Thank you so much. Can I do the wrist whip? Yes. Well, bam. And what's cool too is from the wrist whip, you can do a little bit of shenanigans to get into a heart. You're going to bed? Well, thank you so much for stopping by the stream, Hunter. I appreciate the support, and if you are looking for yo-yos, do check out the community tab. I've got some lists of stores and their sales going on for Black Friday this week, so hope you enjoyed the stream, and have a good night, my friend. New sub, how's it going? Credits, thank you so much. Appreciate the support, my friend. Welcome to the squad. Is this your first time on the stream? I don't know if I've seen your username on here before, but if you are new, welcome. Dang, so close. You subscribed and liked. Thank you so much, Lewis. Shout out to you for the support. Appreciate it. How's it going, Judy? Can I do Poppin' Fresh? Yes. You're naming a lot of really good classic tricks that I enjoy. All right. Boom. Boom. Ah, dang. Let me try that again. Poppin' Fresh is a fun one, but it's a little bit of an awkward movement, but it is fun. There we go. Such a fun trick. Would definitely recommend if you're getting into yo-yoing to learn some of these tricks that that Blix Clips has been mentioning. They're all really good ones. Can I do a backflip with the yo-yo? No, but Shu Takada can. And if you haven't seen him, you should. He did really well on America's Got Talent. And he very regularly does flips and aerials while yo-yoing, and it's like the coolest thing ever. Would definitely recommend looking into it. It's gotta untie this knot. There we go. Would highly recommend it. He has super entertaining acts which are really fun. Yo, thanks, Judy. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Can I do the shockwave? I don't know the shockwave trick. Excuse me. I think I might have seen it show up on Yo-Tricks once, but I haven't, I don't think I've learned it yet. So close. I did learn some new binds lately though, which have been fun. Like this one, if I can get it. There we go. It's a little bit unwieldy, but it's fun. And then there's another one that goes straight up. But that one's so hard to catch for some reason. You'd think it'd be easy because you just hold your hand open, but regardless, it's still kind of hard. What time is it for me? It is probably around like 10:30-ish. I don't know actually. Let me check. 10:45. How many yo-yos do I have? A lot. Let me grab a case. I'll show you one of my So in high school, I made a case. We'll get this figured out. A case for yo-yos. And this is some of my yo-yos right now. So there's like how many are there in here? There's 15 of them in here, and then I've got another like 10 or 12 more of them somewhere else. So I'd say, roughly around like 30-ish yo-yos. I don't know. I have like 10 off-string yo-yos, and then a couple other random yo-yos around my house. So I would guess somewhere around 30. It's 12 p.m. for you. That's a very different time zone. Are you in Europe or Asia? That's quite a big difference. Can I do over under boing? Yes. That's so much. Yes, that is a lot of yo-yos. And I just ordered 2 more yo-yos today from Black Friday. Oh man. So here's over under boing. So this is regular boing boing. And then over under boing is where you boing over and under your non-dominant pointer finger. I don't know, it's a really satisfying trick that's a lot of fun. Give you one. I actually did do a giveaway a couple months ago when I was doing a soul hum challenge. So I did actually do a yo-yo giveaway at one point. I might do another one, we'll see. Holy cow, it is a lot of yo-yos. If I noticed your collection, there's like 75% 4A yo-yos. That's fair. Mine is probably about 30 to 35% off-string yo-yos. Who is yo-yo work physically? I'm not sure if I know what you mean by that. Why do I have so many? I mean, I've been yo-yoing for like 16 years, so I've definitely, nearly 16 years. So I've accumulated a bunch of yo-yos over time. But I also, have bought a lot of yo-yos this year, specifically as I've gotten back a lot more into yo-yoing. And I've won a few yo-yos from contests and stuff like that. So if you think about it, 15 to 16 years of yo-yoing and only having 30 yo-yos is, not that many yo-yos if you think about it, given the amount of time. It's 11:49 for you, so you're probably in Eastern time then. Throw hand grind, yes. I got you. I can sing actually, Ryder, and I have a couple of videos of me singing both on this channel and on my singing channel. After I realized it probably made more sense to have a singing channel than a yo-yo channel that also randomly had singing videos. So if you are interested in that, I do have a couple of them on this channel, and I've been starting a music channel as well. I believe it's Daniel G Sings or Daniel G Music, one of the two. I should probably add a link to that on this channel somewhere. But I have done a couple of videos where a couple of shorts where I sing while yo-yoing. That was fun. But given the fact that it's almost 11 p.m. right now, I probably will not be singing right now. But I might sing on the later stream though. I know 16 years is a long time to be doing a hobby, but I enjoy it. It's fun. Snap start. Yes, I got you. So, well, bam. Not the greatest bind afterwards, but it did get it spinning. I really want to get better at that bind. It just doesn't always catch for some reason. Yeah, I agree, Kyle. Using the shorter string actually is very helpful for 4A. And I wish that I knew that when I was first starting it, because when I first started playing off string, I used like the longest string possible, and it made it really hard to do anything, because there was just so much. There was just so much string. A little like I know of Sabrina Carpenter Lewis, but I don't really listen to much of her music. Get a cowboy hat for myself. But yeah, honestly, that's not a bad idea. I don't have one, and I probably should at some point. Can I do cold fusion? Yes. I have to remind myself. It's something along those lines. Like, I remember I used to be, like, cold fusion used to be when. It's something like that. Like, it's something along those lines. Can I do the DNA with 2 yo-yos? I mean, I'm at the point where I'm just getting more comfortable with doing the DNA with 1 yo-yo. But if at some point I am able to do 2, I will add it to my streaming regimen. Yeah, Lewis, I don't always listen to a lot of more popular music other than the random music that shows up from like videos that I watch. I probably should start listening to some more newer music, and I have for some K-pop. But I'm also like out of date for K-pop too, to be honest. He's also the one guy who taught you to do regens without 1A knowledge. That's actually crazy. He taught you using 1A, and you did it with 4A. Oh my gosh. So that one was Jade Whip. You were wanting Iron Whip? Iron Whip. Is Iron Whip the one where you like, I'm trying to remember. Is it that? It's something along those lines. Like that where you're in like either a trapeze or something like that, and then you hop out of it and immediately whip, kind of like a Jade Whip, as opposed to doing like a follow beforehand. It's been so long since I've done the Iron Whip. I'm trying to remember. What time is it for me? It's almost 11. But yeah, it's something like that. Is it that? I don't know. I don't remember how to do Iron Whip. But I know Jade Whip looks something like this. Like that. It's a fun one. And there's a nice variation of Jade Whip that you can hop out and kind of catch the loop with your opposite hand, which is fun. You've got to go to sleep. All right, well, I'll see you around, Judy. Thanks for being here. Appreciate the support. And I do Doctor Strange. I don't know that one. Like, I know, like, that Doctor Strange is, like, you know, like, there's a movie for it, right? But, like, I know him as, like, a character. But I don't remember the Doctor Strange yo-yo trick. You'll probably see it in the next live. Appreciate it. Thank you for being a continual supporter of the stream, my friend Judy. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Yo, how's it going, Krishna? I hope that is how I pronounce your username. I've been trying to get better at pronouncing names. Close enough. What could I do better to pronounce it? Was it the vowel, or like was the vowel the problem? Like Krishna? I don't know. Trying to get better at my pronunciation in different languages because I am a singer and so I kind of need to be better at it, and also just to to be more inclusive. It can be fun to try and say people's names better. Slack trapeze. Slack trapeze. Like this, where you just like do a trapeze, or like, is it like a slack that ends up in a trapeze? Something like that. Krishna. Thank you for the support, Lewis. I appreciate it. Can I play for you at the moment? Given the fact that it's like 11 p.m., I probably shouldn't. But I will do one 4A trick for you. I'll do a quick 4A trick. And we didn't even drop it. You love to see it. Didn't even drop it. Let's go. Thank you. I'm glad that I actually got the pronunciation better. Laceration. Yes, I got you. Laceration was one of those tricks that I thought was like the coolest trick ever when I was first learning it, and I still really like it. You messed up your responsive yo-yo and now it comes up 100% of the time. Check in the middle of the, check in the gap. Let me throw this the right direction. And make sure that there's only one strand of string on the bearing. You might have ended up with an axle knot where it ties a knot around the bearing, which might make it difficult for the bearing to spin freely. And indeed, Lewis, you do love to see it. Thank you. And thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it. Glad y'all enjoyed the off-string tricks. I really like off-string a lot. It's super fun. And I'd love to do it more on stream. I just want to do it at a time that's considerate to the other people in my house. Atomic bomb. You know a lot of yo-yo tricks, man. I do not know the atomic bomb. You're reminding me of all these tricks from Yo Tricks that I haven't learned yet. Because the thing is that I went through, because I've been yo-yoing for as long as I have, when I was first learning, I went through the trick tutorials from Yomega and from Yo-Yo Expert. Back when Andre Boulay was on Yo-Yo Jam. And so some of the tricks that you've been mentioning are tricks that were on Yo Tricks, yoyotricks.com, and their app and whatever, which I don't even think they were a thing when I was first learning. I think they came around after I took a break from yo-yoing. You're 9 years old. Good to know. But yeah, there's a lot of really good tricks from Yo Tricks, and they have great tutorials. It's just they became more popular after I had already gone through a lot of the beginner, intermediate, and advanced tricks, and so I wasn't using tutorials as much. What's the oldest yo-yo that I have? The oldest yo-yo that I have is this OG Coca-Cola yo-yo that is so OG that you can barely even see the logo at all on it anymore. I got it from Dale Meyerberg, who is one of the original yo-yo grandmasters. He's in his 70s or 80s right now, and still going strong, doing yo-yo entertainer stuff, which is really fun. He gave that to me when he was trying to teach me how to do looping. You think the Rextreme and Rextreamer easily have a narrow gap? Interesting, because they're super wide, especially the Rextreamer is ridiculously wide. But that's interesting that it would have a narrow gap even with how wide it is. Hey, how's it going, Nate? I did get something good for Black Friday, did you? Got a couple things actually. One of them is a surprise. At least that's what your friend told you about the rec stream. Interesting. You've been yo-yoing since around October and you only know Around the World Cradle and half the Boingy Boing Mount. Hey, I mean, that's pretty good progress in my opinion. It's still November, like, that's pretty darn good progress for like a month and a half-ish. I think that's really good progress, honestly. I would be super happy with that kind of progress in a month or two. Got some clothes and shoes, and another pair of shoes. Oh, you're gonna get another pair of shoes this weekend. Nice. Good stuff. I got mostly yo-yo stuff. And Kyle spilled the beans on it, but I'm going to do an unboxing and playtest of it on stream at some point when it gets here. But I got a pair of Wild Boundless because they look super good, and I tried it for standard foray at Nats, and it was really good. But I was like so nervous about my freestyle that I like didn't really use it for very long because I was like scared about going up on stage for my first time at Nats. But it was really good regardless, and I am excited to try it out. Bruce Wilhelm, if I say so. No, like, I'm serious, Krishna. Like, that's actually, like, genuinely, like, I think that's really good progress in my opinion. And genuinely, like, the thing is, it's a hobby, right? Like, we're here to have fun and to learn something new, and so, like, it doesn't really matter how quickly or how slowly you progress at it, because the point is to have fun. If y'all give me just a second, my phone is super low on battery, and I need to grab my charger, otherwise it's gonna die midstream, so give me a sec. I've had this happen before, and I don't want to have it keep happening. It's always so frustrating when it dies midstream. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, sorry about that. I plugged in my phone. I hope everybody is doing good. I plugged in my phone like 2 seconds too late, and it died. But it is plugged in now. So hopefully that works. The aluminum spacer is easily oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Apologies for all the lagging. Hopefully my phone stays on, but if not, I do appreciate y'all being here. It is getting late anyway, so I probably should wrap up here. But I hope y'all had a great day, a great holiday. Thank you so much for hopping on to stream. My phone is telling me that I need to go to bed because it keeps dying. But in any case, hope y'all have a great night. And I will try my best to stream some more tomorrow if I can. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Sorry about that, y'all. My phone is just like on way too low battery right now to be streaming. So in any case, I will try and hop on again tomorrow as well. Not sure if it'll be in the morning or if it'll be in the evening, but I'll try my best to hop on tomorrow as well. But either way, thanks for being here. Appreciate y'all being here. And if you did enjoy the stream, please do leave a like and subscribe so that you can be notified for future streams. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, and happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving DNA-ish to close out the stream. We'll get a DNA to close out the stream so that we end on a good note, now that my phone has slightly enough battery to not die immediately. All right, good night, y'all. Have a good one.